appointment to FEMA should...
It started playing a fucking Civi video for some fucking reason. Alright, let's take two.
...be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities, Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
we are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
We are concerned about the trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
I see you, enemy. I see you, enemy. 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 You are not going to have it. Going to have it. Going to have it.
You're not going to shoot my husband. The sharing of biased and false news
Has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon, order, a new age. Aquinas spoke of a mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we crown its king.
Better than kings. Gods. Good evening. It is really nice to be back. Welcome. No. This wasn't right unless it finished its few notes there. Welcome back, everybody, to the Midnight Show. It is January 21st, 2022. And what has changed? Where do we go from here? Do we jump off the cliff? Do we throw a fucking ladder down? Do we ask a friend to put a ladder up against the thing? Maybe just start climbing down one another down the cliff? Do we just dive head first? Welcome back, everyone. It's been a while. Oh man, that looks atrocious. How about? There we go. Here we go. It's gonna be a while. They say it's like riding a bike. It's like riding a bike. You'll figure it out again. Just no, it's not like riding a bike. You just grab the bike and move forward, and it pretty much rides itself. But anyway, welcome everybody. It's been a minute. I hope you've all been alright. Been focusing a whole lot on my home life. Got a lot of positive changes here. I've got a dog now. Noodles, of course, doing very well. Probably staring at me from... Can't see her right now. I have that feeling. Other than that, same old shit. I had to do a lot of work on my computer to get it running again, and even now, I fully expect this thing to just drop. It's just, that's the way it goes. I could buy another hard drive or all the parts I need, but I'm not sure if you have... It's like pulling teeth for me to make me go and buy parts for my computer. I don't game. I don't use it for game. Not usually, anyway. But things been good. And with our stuff going. So, a lot of shit has been going down. Alec Baldwin killed a woman. Jussie Smollett's guilty. Bill Cosby's been let free. Kyle Rittenhouse is innocent. A new audio leak from one Nick Fuentes was released by Spencer, where Richard Spencer goes Super Saiyan, basically. Super pseudo-Aryan, more. And a few other things that I put together for us to laugh at and try to cope over the bad fucking world. But yeah, things have been pretty kick-ass. Not yet, but now that you said something. Oh no, I've definitely, see, I don't know if I can even call myself a gamer. Everything fucking sucks nowadays. I've been trying to get into a video game. I'd love, like, a new game to sit down and be like, wow, I'm really into this. But just nothing's capturing my attention. I'm playing a lot of music, actually. But anyway. No, I'm not even, I don't need, I'm doing just well, thank you, but I do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and read my super. Did that thing just say, now that's fucking based? I forgot about that. Radio Ruin with $100 before the stream started. Saw my sister for the first time in months. Won 500 at the let, and my favorite streamer comes back for one last ride. I don't know. That's ominous. I gotta say today was a good day. Seriously though, here's a C note to convince you. Good idea to go live every now and again, peace, brother. Much appreciated, man. Thank you. Then he threw another $10 to say, you know, if you went live more, you could go full sticks and e-bag for a new computer. You're right. You're right. You're not wrong. I don't know, I just feel like I need to be able to have fun with it. Every once in a while, it just starts to feel like more boring than a day. There have been a few streams where it's not feeling it. So, it's kind of important to, especially with something that I guess could arguably be said to be an art form, if you're not enjoying it, you gotta walk away. You gotta walk away and build something like a new fucking Richard Spencer meltdown. That's when I knew. When I heard the new Richard Spencer mixtape, I knew for a fucking fact. It was like a beam shooting into the sky. It was time. It was time to return. Which I guess that's a good place to start. So, all right, here it is. This is Sunrise Productions. Oh, that's good. That's the one. It's good to be back, Jay. How's that, Chad?
You don't do this to fucking me! I win! Big fucking bucks!
Alright, I'm going to increase the volume here. Love this so much. I think the soundboard might. Alright, let's go.
Wow. If I ever fucking see you, you better watch it. I am serious. Is that a threat? No one fucking accuses me of that fucking bullshit. Is that a threat? Are you threatening me? You think I'm fucking joking, little faggot? Are you threatening me? Swanny little boy, you think I'm fucking joking? Are you threatening me? Is that a serious threat?
Cornholio!
You are such a piece of fun fucking shit. I can't even describe it. Little fucking swanny stick. Is this a threat?
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me right now, Richard? Wow. Wow. Is that a legitimate question? You fucking loser, you fucking peasant. Oof. Oof. If I ever fucking see you anywhere, I'm gonna keep the living shit out of you. Antifa does not accuse me of being a fucking child molester for supporting that shit. This demonstrates how fucking hollow and wicked you are, disgusting human being. Wow. I can tell you're very upset, Richard. Is that all you fucking say is wow, you dumb fucking Mexican peasant? Wow. Wow. Well, it's sensational. You wanna clean my fucking room? You wanna do my fucking laundry? You fucking...
He is so mad.
I can tell you're upset. I can tell you're upset. I don't need your answers. I don't need your answers. I hope I can see that's what you fucking are, you little fucking peasant. Tell me how you really feel, Rich. On the totem fucking pole, I piss on you. You little fucking peasant. Wow. You better, wow. Is that all you fucking say, you dumb? I'm exasperated. I'm exasperated. If I ever fucking see you, Nick, you better hope and pray you never fucking see me in public. Is that a threat? Fighting words. Oh, a fighting words. Fucking fighting words.
Them's fighting
I
words.
think that's a threat yourself. Alright. Have a nice
So bless Sunrise Productions here for balancing the audio, which was atrocious. I tried to watch the clip of Nick Fuentes playing it on his stream, and Richard's audio was so damn low, you couldn't hear jack shit. But, where was this guy? Where the fuck has this guy been the last 6 years? You know, I don't know about you, chat. This guy marches in front of me off a cliff. I might just follow him. I mean, that's some serious, dare I say, like, masculine behavior, right? Like, that's the type of shit, that's the stuff we all look for, right? I don't know, it kind of sounded like a bunch of bitches slapping each other. There we have it. There's just no version of this that I have right. I don't know why there's like second. There we go. So, I don't even know what to say about it. What do you guys think, chat? Are you guys trusting the plan? Are you guys trusting the plan? I don't know, man. It's what I love about these little quarrels is that they give the soundboard a little bit more oomph. So you sitting there in front of your computer, you can actually interact with a lot now. You can type in exclamation point so mad, and wouldn't you know it? But Richard Spencer, just for you, right? Or exclamation point GFY, or a nice go fuck yourself. I mean, Saint. I don't know which one to think. Do we think Nick Fuentes? Do we think Richard Spencer for this lovely gift from the fucking sky? I have been trusting the plan, and finally it has fucking paid off. So, now that's fucking based. The truth about iDubbbz. So this is I don't want to just show Sam Hyde shit here. You guys should absolutely check this out if you haven't seen it. If you're Hyde or iDubbbz, this was actually one of the better Sam Hyde. I loved this. The documentary about the documentary of iDubbbz is good shit. But I wanted to show you a very particular part of this, kind of the juicy part of it. So right here, we have on our left Sam Hyde. On our right, we have iDubbbz, who is interviewing Sam about the direction of his comedy and whether or not it's political. Let's go ahead and let this play.
What do you think? Did I snub you or slight you or something?
Okay, I gotta walk it back for a second. So he's interviewing him, and the first thing he brings up, he said, "Hey, so you copyright struck me like a long time ago, and oh, okay. So that's what this is over."
What did I do?
Your memory's that bad?
Yes.
You don't remember?
I do not remember.
Okay. Do you remember?
What was it?
Do you remember making a Kickstarter TV?
Yes.
Of well, no, it wasn't Kickstarter TV. Do you remember making a pony game?
Yes.
Okay. There were some creators at the time who made videos about this fake pony project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you one of them?
I was one of them.
What did I do?
Do you have any guesses?
Did I say fuck you or something?
No, you copyright claimed the video.
Really?
Yes. And then you sent me an email.
That might not have been me. Oh,
You don't
okay.
think so?
I sent you an email.
It kind of seems like something that you would do.
I mean, I don't do most copyright claims. What was the email?
The email was, I will release the copyright claim on your video if you can send me a video of yourself squatting 200 pounds below parallel.
Why didn't you?
The first I love it immediately. Why didn't you do that though? You'd be so fucking ripped. That's a good question. Why didn't you do that? Be fucking jacked, buddy. But I'm sorry. We'll let this continue. It's good.
You'd be so much stronger now if you'd done that.
Yeah.
Damn. Did I create an enemy with that?
I mean, for a period. I didn't like you.
I'm sorry.
You were an asshole.
I'm sorry, but that's not good.
Yeah. Why'd you do that to me?
I don't know. I can't even remember what your video was. So maybe I'm pissed off or something. I don't know. I was trying to not have that ruse get blown.
Right.
So maybe that has something to do with it.
Probably did.
I'm sorry. I don't remember.
Yeah.
So I wanted to comment on this, because I'm sure you've experienced this in your life once or twice. Have you ever sincerely apologized to somebody? That was a sincere, like, dude, I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm sure there was a good reason. That was a sincere apology. That's the best you could get. You hear what he said? Yeah. I'll go ahead and rewind it, because this speaks to me of a lack of pride within one's own manhood. I don't mean to say that as like a dunk on iDubbbz. I mean that sincerely. Like, this is some passive-aggressive, effeminate bullshit that you should never talk to another. Like, just as a piece of advice. I know I'm preaching to the choir. We're all cool motherfuckers. But just take a look.
Probably did.
I'm sorry. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Hear the awkward sign? Yeah. So the reason that this is even noteworthy, even worth talking about, is what he's about to say. Turn the music down. My bad, dude. See, it's one of the different sound channels are digital, so I can't even hear them on my... So, hopefully that's a little bit... Well, let this go.
That's what led to this day today.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
so are you gonna punk me?
You're getting punked.
Really? How are you gonna punk me?
I'm gonna make you look like an asshole.
Really?
Which isn't hard to do.
Is that really the case?
Is that really... See, this is great, because here you can watch the power dynamics between these two people. Like, it changes. It's so good, because right now you see the snarky little look on iDubbbz's slimy little fucking face. And look, it's okay to dunk on people, make them look stupid. It's fine. But what is slimy is to produce content that you is like, this is a neutral look about Sam Hyde. That's how he was, at least from what I can gather, and how things have been presented to me as a viewer, that he was planning on doing what appeared to be, at face value, a neutral look at Sam Hyde and what has happened to his career since being blacklisted from Adult Swim. And then when thinks he's alone, he's giving this interview, and he lets the mask just fall off, and he looks at him, he goes, I'm gonna ruin you. You're gonna rue the day you ever crossed me. Instead of saying, yeah, man, I held that in my soul, and I shouldn't have. Like, instead of just going, dude, I accept your apology, or just saying, it's alright, dude, it's, that shit doesn't matter, But I think that's an interesting detail about how we came here today. Something along those lines. I could have understood. But this, like, weird, like, socio-manipulative bullshit, I don't respect a person that gets caught like he's about to. Watch this.
It's meant to be, well, I mean, part of me feels like you might be being disingenuous by saying you don't remember.
I legit don't remember. 100% serious.
Really?
Yeah.
You just, like, is it because you're, doing so much that you just sort of forget all the bridges you burn and all the, like, people you fuck with?
Did I burn a bridge with that?
I could have been, but I'm a resilient person, so I turned that hate into
I see resilience.
A passion for filmmaking, which is why I'm...
So I just love that right there. That's some Joker shit right there. Well, I let my anger motivate me. That's some fucking incel impotent rage right there. I fucking love it.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you like still angry with me?
No, definitely not.
Okay. You dislike me still?
Now that's fucking based.
Now
no,
that's
I
funny.
think there's some things about you that I mean, that I just want to understand better.
Yeah.
Mostly to do with your comedy.
Uh-huh.
I have a list of questions that I can get into.
Sure. Let me see if this thing's still rolling here.
That's the exact, there it is, right there. So if you can see, it's a little, allow me to help, chat. Allow me to help. We'll just go ahead and crunch that down. Crunch that, so we can see the exact moment that he realizes, I came here to make Sam Hyde look stupid, but now I look fucking stupid. Oh, damn it. Damn it all. Damn, just the look on his face. Look at his fucking face. See, you motherfucker, you would have had a great time. You came here, you just tell Sam Hyde, hey, dude, let's do this thing. And it looks like they did have a great time. In fact, kind of coming at him like this is incredibly disrespectful because the dude, like, took iDubbbz out and they had a killer time. It looks like a fucking great time, even if you didn't know them. You see the look on his face of utter fucking defeat? It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. So, I mean, instant karma, folks. That's kind of what I like about it. Like, I'm sure, you know, with iDubbbz, he's been taking L after L after L, and I kind of understand getting his ass kicked out there, kind of losing it. But man, Sam Hyde's already been fucked with on a level that most of us will. Like, imagine working really, really hard to get something on network television just for them to, like, do what they did to Sam Hyde. Fucked up. And, I don't know, just kind of, to me, man, that's fucking low. You're gonna do some weird, like, shady shit against Sam. Fuck you, man. I kind of liked iDubbbz, too. Like, I was kind of an iDubbbz fan leading up to watching this. A fan is the loosest way, in the loosest way possible. I know, I wonder why he hasn't released the doc. I know, apparently it's been like a year, and he never released the footage. Strange. You know, and there would be a way of kind of coming back from something like this, but this is a bad look, man. Like, I am not even, like, playing it up. I am playing it up, but when I'm saying what I'm saying right now, I'm not playing it up. Like, this is fucking awful, dude. Like, even if, no matter who you did this to, it'd be fucking shady. If you did this to Sam Hyde, you tried to pull this on Sam Hyde, get fucked, man. $50 from Sweetest Sadist. Hey, man, welcome back. You ever escaped California? Thank you for the 50. No, I have not. No, it's funny. I'm here to stay, man. It took me a while to really just accept that this is my home, but I'm not leaving anywhere. This is my town, these are my people, and this is my fucking home. There's no place else I'd rather. Yeah, I shouldn't go into detail more than that, but I live in a pretty fucking kick-ass place, and yeah, if only you guys knew, you'd love it too. I don't want to bring hella people here. Alright, so iDubbbz completely wrecked by Sam Hyde. And really just in the way that they were sitting, you could kind of see the power dynamic. Alright, so let's go to the next video. Oh, and by the way, here's a link to that. If you want to check this video out and watch it, I would encourage you to. It's good. It's a cool place. I've said it before, I'm pretty sure. That was fun to watch. This is a shorter video, so let's go ahead and check this one. Of course, the hotkey brings them both up. Why would it only bring up? Riding a bike chat. All right, let's go.
But even Dr. King's assassination did not have the worldwide impact that George Floyd's death did.
See, this guy went from being my least favorite president to my favorite. That's a fucking based ass take. That's a based take. Based fucking Biden. Let me play that again.
But even Dr. King's assassination did not have the worldwide impact that George Floyd's death did.
Even Martin Luther King couldn't hold a fucking candle to the actual civil rights king, George Floyd. Like, every last one of us got blown the fuck out. It's fucking super chat. My mistake, dude. Scroll. I don't want to spend. I'm looking for. So yeah, you know, Biden. I don't know why he would say something like that. Well, you got. George Floyd really is a civil rights leader. I had a crazy idea, chat. Something that would be a unite. Here, let's watch this one more time. Listen to it.
But even Dr. King's assassination did not have the worldwide impact that George Floyd's death did.
Yeah, shout out to Plate Gang. I don't know if they're still in operation, but man, there was a lot of internet shenanigans that were had. A lot of interesting shit came out. Big shout out. But even Dr. King, nothing compared to the civil rights legend. I don't know his middle. Why? Like get wrecked. But this idea I had, if you'd be willing to indulge this preposterous idea, Black History Month, even among people who are slightly left-leaning or center-left, or like, a lot of people find that divisive. It places one group of people on a pedestal. I think it would be better to call it Civil Rights Month and kind of include as it is gone. Now, look, I know this isn't exactly the audience that would jive with that, but I think that that's one small gesture. If we could if I know that'll never fucking happen, but if the powers that be go, you know what, this could bring people together, I think it would. I think most people who wouldn't celebrate Black History Month would absolutely celebrate Civil Rights Month. I wouldn't celebrate either because I don't even celebrate fucking, like, imagine celebrating a month. I don't even celebrate a fucking year. Who gives a shit? It just seems like more dumb shit, but I had that idea earlier this week. I was telling somebody, why don't they just make it Civil Rights Month? People would be less pissed off, I think. I can't believe this fucker said this. Like, even Martin Luther, fuck, I gotta play. I'm sorry, chat, for the rest.
But even Dr. King's assassination did not have the worldwide impact that George Floyd's death did.
I mean, seriously, chat, name one fucking celebrity that gave a fuck about Martin Luther King when he died. I didn't hear Jay-Z running to social media to talk about how he cares about people more than everybody else. I didn't see one of those people on what's her name, Behar or whatever. I didn't see her saying, "Oh my God, Martin Luther King matters" a whole bunch. But George Floyd, he got all of these really famous and wealthy people to gather to talk about how much they care about someone they've never met more than the rest of us. And it takes a lot of strength and a lot of resilience to stand on a pedestal. I'm so happy that fucking that Nick Fuentes, Richard Spencer shit happened. Which, by the way, I haven't read up on this, so my lore might not be up to speed. But from what I understand, Nick Fuentes has been subpoenaed, so that's gonna be great. But the 60s. But you're telling me that social progress matters less than time travel? All right, yeah, let's bring up this one too. I can't believe this fucking story actually happened too, but it came to a fitting conclusion.
Now at 7, guilty actor Jussie Smollett convicted on 5 of the 6 counts he was facing after being accused of staging a hate crime. We thank you so much for joining us tonight at 7 o'clock. I'm Natalie Pasquarella. That verdict read just about 30 minutes ago. So now the question is, will he serve time behind bars? Well, Chief Investigative Reporter Jonathan Dienst in the newsroom with the very latest, John.
Yeah, Natalie, it took the jury 9 hours over 2 days to find him guilty on 5 of the 6 lying-related charges. Smollett, who is black and gay, was convicted of making up a story of being assaulted in a hate attack. For years, his allegations had raised questions of race, hate, and lies surrounding his claims, which affected the city of Chicago and beyond. Today, a jury said he was lying.
Jussie Smollett arrived at the courthouse just after 6 p.m. to learn his fate. He was surrounded by his family. Within minutes, the verdict was read guilty on 5 disorderly conduct-related counts. Count 1, lying to police that he was victim of a hate crime.
Oh man, the Michael
Count
Flynn.
2, lying that he had been beaten. Counts 3 and 4, making similar lies to another officer. And count 5, telling a false claim again to police. But on count 6, lying to yet another officer, he was found not guilty.
The jury of 6 men and 6 women reaching their verdict, it's now up to the judge to decide if or how much jail time he should get. The former Empire actor was arrested soon after the January 2019 incident. Chicago police body cameras were rolling as Smollett reported 2 light-skinned men shouted racist and homophobic slurs through bleach.
I guess from there, we don't need to watch the rest, because we know the story, right? We saw the ransom note in crayon. We saw the Subway sandwich. We saw the noose. It was enough to make any man skeptical. Like, even the quote-unquote black community came out and said, yeah, this guy's a liar. We don't... But they said in Chicago, this is MAGA country. No, it didn't happen. Like, no one believed him. And then people got shit for not believing him. And then it turned out, oh, man. In other news, you know, isn't it strange, chat? I know you're sitting there thinking to yourself, man, we haven't been watching cities burn lately. Why aren't cities burning? I thought we were going to see cities burning. I thought, you know, because of Trump or whatever, that we just needed to disregard all of the CDC shit. Which, gotta love that we're down to 5 days now, right? Anyway. I bet you're wondering, why? Well, I wonder if it has anything to do with this.
The defendant will rise, face the jury, and hearken to its verdicts.
State of Wisconsin versus Kyle Rittenhouse. As to the first count of the information, Joseph Rosenbaum. We, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the second count of the information, Richard McGinnis, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the third count of the information, unknown male, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the fourth count of the information, Anthony Huber, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the fifth count of the information, Gage Grosskreutz, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty.
Members of the jury, are these your unanimous verdicts? Is there anyone?
Yeah, so that Rittenhouse not guilty. Maybe this is indeed MAGA country, huh? Hey, I thought all these people were gonna burn everything down. Hey, I thought if Kyle Rittenhouse was found not guilty, you guys were gonna go and ruin our lives some more. Maybe burn down some more buildings and businesses and places of employment, huh? Oh, really fucking curious that as soon as the guy, it sets legal precedent that we can defend our fucking selves from people like you, suddenly it stops. Insanity, right, chat? Like, I couldn't have ever seen that going like that. I should drop the fucking sarcasm. These cowardly fucking pricks have so little conviction behind what they stand for, the moment they know that they might actually get shot or pushed back when they try to ruin the lives of others, then they stop. Curious. Guns actually work. Guns actually work, apparently. Because since this, I haven't seen Minneapolis on fire. I haven't seen any, to be fair, I haven't really been watching the news because it sucks now. Not even good anymore. Not even in a fun way. It's just like, you know, who's the latest fucking person at CNN to be a fucking sexual predator or a child molester? I'm not even speaking, like, over speaking. CNN here has been outed. You're gonna, shocker, right? These people that say they care, they said they cared about women as long as they did what they fucking said, right? Andrew Cuomo, because he's included in this too. But your Chris Cuomo's, who's this other fucking asshole? This new, what's his name? I forgot his name. The new guy. John Griffin. Let's switch overlays. Mom of child allegedly, CNN producer John Griffin is outraged by the delayed arrest. John Griffin is locked up on federal indictment for luring a 9-year-old. CNN, folks, remember, hey, they care about women. I guess they, you know, curiously, we should have asked why they were saying they didn't care about children. Because they said they cared about black. They listed the long list of groups of people they care about, that they're champions for, that they're virtuous, they're better than us even. They go, well, did you know that other people's lives matter? Yeah, we're not psychopaths, bud. We understand that other people's lives have value, you fucking elitist prick. Well, did you know that even sometimes black life can matter? Yeah! Oh, the fucking course! I can tell you right now, you make a compelling case that journalists' lives don't fucking matter. It's insane. It's insane when you watch all this shit unfold. Chris Cuomo, newly fired from CNN, faces an allegation of sexual misconduct. Whatever the fuck sexual misconduct is. Is that like the Louis C.K. where it's not technically illegal, but, you know, kind of gross? Let's take a look. When CNN fired primetime star Chris Cuomo on Saturday, the network cited new information casting a fresh and harsh light on his efforts to aid his brother, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, in combating sexual harassment allegations. Yet CNN's actions came just a day after a prominent Washington, D.C. workplace attorney arranged to share material supporting accusations by a former colleague of Cuomo's at ABC News that he had sexually harassed there. My client came forward at this time because she felt in sharing her story and related documentation she could help protect other women. Details of the woman's accusation could not be further determined. Kat said her client was motivated by outrage over what she said was a hypocrisy of Cuomo's assertion to viewers of his profound concern for targets of sexual harassment. See, I'm trying to find... Yeah, so they're even like, well, I don't even want to tell you what it is. So, look, I know it's a hot take. I don't trust the bitch. A noise gate threshold's too low. Let me go ahead and just turn that off then. I didn't have time to configure it. Bro, Burrito, I really respect the fact that you exactly what. Fucking cheers. Yeah, I didn't have time to configure the noise gate, but I wasn't sure how much my typing and shit was gonna affect things because I don't have a microphone stand. This whole thing is very much jerry-rigged.
Now that's fucking based.
Now that's fucking based. Dominic Coscarelli with $5. I love the rants, bro. Let it out. Tell it like it is. Thanks, man. I thought you guys would appreciate what I had to say. There's another one that I missed, but for whatever reason, I have to try to catch them as they come through. Respect the prom king. Is that a reference to one Dick Masterson? I'm just curious. God damn, that was a lot of fun. The IBS sphere, even if it's dead now, like that was a lot of good fun. Are the points gone? Shit, I guess you gotta find a way to earn points now. I'm surprised they even fired him. Me too, to be quite honest. Whatever happened to Dick Masterson? Shit, I couldn't tell you, man. And most, I don't watch anything on the internet anymore, man. Like, I don't watch TV either. I just listen to music mostly. I get off work and say, this all sucks. Which I'm sure, could be said about, even myself to some extent. Different strokes, right? But speaking of different strokes, did you know that the drinks are on Bill Cosby? That, he said, if I get out of this, drinks on me. An idea of Pew Burrito? Yeah, man. Butte County. Butte County's fucking great. Now, it has its problems, for sure. No place is perfect. This is a pretty fucking base-ass place to live. Anyway. All I watched more was Red Bar before even he... Dude, did Red Bar die? I thought he was just on hiatus. I've been... No shit. Before, right up until I took the hiatus or, vacation, whatever you want to call it. That was pretty much all I listened to. And I was worried. I was actually concerned for a while. I'm like, I don't want to copy this guy's, shtick. I have I will pick up this person's quirks if I watch too much of his shit. But anyway, yeah, Bill Cosby's free. Bill Cosby's a free man and you're not. I just got you up. My bad, dude. Unless you mean a different kind of up. I'm not entirely sure. So we're at 110, so we're 40 minutes in. Let's see. Should we change it up? Just kind of switch directions a little bit, chat. I think you guys, I don't know if I would call this heartwarming, but it's a thing that happened. Here, I'm just going to mute this. We don't need to hear this. Rudy. So if you're confused, these guys brought out the casket of their dead playmate and organized a situation where this coffin could score a goal, and then upon completion of it, they all stormed the casket and cheered his name. I mean, this would be really cool if it brought him back to life, but this seems like a basically empty gesture. I mean, if it makes him feel better, you know, I guess you're not hurting anybody. He's dead. Just seemed a little odd to me. Yeah, it's in Chile. It's one hell of a way to press F, huh, folks? I stole that from chat. One hell of a way to press F. But did you guys know that you could be living life? Well, I'm not speaking to my fan base because I don't think people here get bullied, but if you know a guy who has been bullied, well, guess what, folks? Formerly bullied man. He's no longer bullied. He no longer gets bullied by people in real life or on the internet. There's no bullying happening at all. He's actually formally bullied, and he has found happiness married to Hatsune Miku. Now, I don't know why I'm kind of surprised this article doesn't show like one of the Groibers, but I don't know. So here's him meeting his lovely wife, Hatsune Miku. I'm guessing he's taking her last name. There we go. Here's the picture. I don't know if heartwarming's the word I would use. This man has a wife and I don't. Rip. Fucking rip. Maybe he is a Groiper. You don't know. That's very true. That's exactly right, chat. That's why I brought this up. You see, there's a normalization going on of making it okay to be alone and have no one in life and just live alone, isolated in your little cubicle with your Hatsune Miku hologram. I'm kind of like speechless because like it's so insidious, right? The demoralization on this level is just kind of fucked. You're all so interested. Oh man, it's eye-catching. Smurfette, huh? Speaking of which, I did get the coof, guys. Oh man, I got that big bad fucking cough. Now, it's the strangest thing to watch go through like society and, you know, the community at large, because you'll get people who test negative that have all the symptoms, and you get people who have none of the symptoms that start spreading it around everywhere. And then you get people who like say like myself that got, you know, I knew I kind of had a cold, but basically I didn't even know it was COVID until I had no sense of smell or taste. I couldn't taste or smell anything. The last fucking month have sucked. Just like I feel like I've been logged out of the simulation, you know, like the dude from Pirates of the Caribbean, where I'm drinking the wine and it turns to sand in my mouth. Dude, you died the whole thing. Volume of the soundboard. There we go. Well, I would agree if it wasn't for the fact that I've seen the same thing I have. They had enough of the symptoms of what I had to where it was the same virus and infected them differently. It's not a common cold. It's a version of the common cold, but it's kind of crazy shit. So did I, SMG. So did I. The thing is they kept telling me to go back to work. Like, I just kept testing negative. I'm like, all right. And then one day, particularly where the coughing was bad, they're like, okay, dude, you need to go. I go, right away. I'm out of here. You can think what you like, man, but your own first-hand experience in life is different. Like, I remember thinking the thing was overblown. I still think basically the same thing that I did before. But to think that it's completely in my head, in everybody's head, I don't think so. It's obvious. It's something that you can measure, evidently, but all the tests fucking suck. I mean, I've never had a cold that made me lose my sense of taste and smell for however long it's going to be. This is new to me. So I mean, you can say it's completely like in my head. This is just the normal cold that I had, but I have no sense of taste or smell. Still to this day, I was able to taste sugar for the first time the other day. I mean, obviously it's brainwashed. See, it's kind of the thing, man. You have to any extreme, which is the people on one end that say it's the world-ending epidemic, and on the other side that says it doesn't even exist at all. You realize that the true reality is in between those two extremes, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be quite honest with you, man. I don't think you've been around here very long if you think I'm one of those people on the TVs that's screaming about the unvaccinated. But to each their own. Did you see, what was it? Warsky and Ralph breakup? Of course I did. I'm a proud subscriber of Sunrise Productions. So every like new internet slap fight that comes along, I catch all of it now. It's great. Apparently the shots for the coof can give you AIDS. Yeah, I have not been vaccinated. I have no interest in getting that until they force me to. Mostly because the government cares about our health now. You know, we're gonna give you a free vaccine. Oh, so you guys are gonna give us free cancer screenings and free cancer treatments, right? Since you know this is about our health, right? No, it sold a bunch of gullible people masks and even more gullible people a fucking vaccine that's probably 99% saline solution and 1% experimental cocktail. Anyway, clearly I'm gearing for a job at MSNBC. We'll move on. Stars, including Jay-Z, call for an end to use of rap lyrics as criminal evidence. So, Your Honor, that line in that song, "I shot the bitch," where I describe shooting this bitch, you can't use this as evidence against me. It's fucking crazy. Meek Mill, Kelly Rowland, and more signed letters supporting proposed change in New York state law. So, like, now in the state of New York, like, your rap, what you say will not be used against you in a court of law. You could see, that's the thing. Well, sir, he confessed to the crime, but he did it to a fucking soft lo-fi beat and a slick rhythm, and therefore this is just inadmissible in court. You know, we can't bring this out. Oh man, I just, what a fun world to live in. Where, wait, now you can't incriminate yourself if you fucking rap it. Now, as long as you rap it, you're good. Yeah, Matt, I know a few people as well. It almost seems like them trying to help makes it worse. I mean, we don't exist above nature. We exist within nature. And whenever a bunch of people in lab coats start scheming and figuring out ways that they can try to overthrow nature and on their own behalf, say, oh, we're gatekeepers for life and death. It's just never going to end well. These aren't the people to place your faith into. They never have been, never will be. I mean, it's funny how much money can be sent into cancer research, and it seems to never actually research cancer. Seems to be we've been looking into that for hundreds of years. Can't find a fucking solution anywhere. But yet, please, set up another non-profit or whatever the fuck. Radio Ruin with $1.99. Press 1 if you're still pure blood in 2022. Do you mean not having the vax? That's a solid 1 for me, dude. They're gonna have to, hold me down. Shit, I'm brainwashed. My bad. Alright, I'll stop with the facetiousness. I'll stop. Let's see, Jay-Z. Let's see, the vocalist joined by Fat Joe. Think about this. This is gonna be in the history books that are hopefully burned. The vocalist, joined by Fat Joe, Yo Gotti, and Robin Thicke, and more, have signed a letter urging lawmakers in New York State to back the proposed change and uphold freedom of expression. So now it's a freedom of expression thing. It's not you incriminating yourself. It's actually freedom of expression. See, big fans of freedom of expression, these guys. I bet you if they asked for my, legal right to say the N-word, I bet you they wouldn't be too enthusiastic about it. I mean, we all draw the line somewhere, right? A lot of us kind of go, there is a line eventually where we go, this is unacceptable. I'm of the opinion that you should let people who have reprehensible shit that they want to say, to let them say it, because it'll come in one form or another, and speech is the best possible way. Otherwise, you're going to have people just holding it in and getting more pissed off and more pissed off. I'd rather have the guy just come out and say something that makes him look like an asshole. I mean, we've all been there. I mean, what I'm basically saying is, let your politicians say the hard R with no repercussions. That's my hot take right now. Pew Burrito with $10. I got COVID December 20th. Lost the scent of banana. Real fake, all's off. And peach vegetable oil tomato sauce in my own BO and bowel movements have the same scent. Artificial cumin. It never came back. December 2020. Damn, dude. Well, rip your taste buds, man. Holy shit. That's the weird thing, is when you grab a lemon and you just eat it like it's a fucking apple. You eat this and it's just not even sour. It's the strangest sensation. It's like you're living in a dream. Imagine this, chat, because we have 5 senses. 2 of them are taken away. All right, so you have your sense of touch, your sense of sight, hopefully, and your hearing. Those are the only ways to interact with reality. And 40% of your fucking senses are just gone. So, say something's burning. You can't smell it. Something's burning in your house, or maybe you smell gas, a gas leak. Nothing like that. You just gotta hope for the best. Evan Ralph with $20. Wow, please help Ronnie and Ethan locked away. Holy fuck, bro. $20 from Evan Ralph. Wild. Please help Ronnie and Ethan locked me away in an asylum decades ago, and so they could steal my disability checks. I only found out he died thanks to the Plague King. Sure hope my mom is okay and I didn't die of COVID from Ralph. Well, thanks for the $20, Evan. Somehow I think it's gonna be okay. Ralph's really killing it lately. He brought himself a new truck. Killstream's doing really well. Not only did he beat the revenge porn charge, chat. I mean, he pleaded it as no contest. But not only did he beat it, Vickers blown the fuck out. See, here I go. But he's wealthy enough that he can buy a truck and fucking fly to Puerto Rico just to spite somebody on the internet. I mean, that's how well he's doing. So, man, I love the developments in the Guntosphere, right? Because I remember thinking, when the Vickers came into the picture, okay, this is going to be over eventually. These guys are going to fuck off. They're going to save their daughter and leave. No, of course not. Why would he do that? I saw this motherfucker tweet out that he's going to frame his Ralph's tweet calling Faith's pussy loose. Imagine, chat. It takes a very particular human being to see a tweet and go, I want to frame that and put it on my wall. And then on the tweet is a fledgling internet personality accusing your daughter of having a loose pussy, and that's frame worthy. This is the Vickers family heirloom. Yeah, Ralph's life is so bizarre. I can't get enough, man. Like, he really is the entertainer that keeps on giving. Yeah, I've been seeing all of them. I'm fully caught up on the Gunt lore. We get the Burning of the Bridges with Andy, the Kino Casino, which I believe they're doing an episode on Ralph. As a certified Gunt historian, I don't know that anything's happened recently that's could make me tune in, at least. Maybe it's for other people, but like, I can't imagine tuning in for a 5-hour live stream about Ralph. But to each their own. I heard about that, Sebastian. That would have unironically been better if it was just like Ralph in his prison, cell with a different person every so often, just interviews a person. That could be kind of interesting. Curator of the Great Gunt Museum. I guess that credit would go to Sunrise Productions. Like, half the time I go and watch those videos just for the fucking tuba music. And like, I've never seen a guy like freak out consistently like this. Like, Ralph's spurg out at Iden Paladin is the funniest shit like I've ever seen. It's up there in the top favorite internet like yell holler things. It's better than the Dispatch one, I think. Anyway, let's go ahead and mosey on down the line. We got some more shit to talk about here. So those of you who are like, I don't know where I want to move, I'm not entirely sure. I should probably switch back to the other overlay. Washington drafting new rules so patrons can safely throw axes and drink alcohol. Viable option. Maybe Washington's not so bad of a place. I don't know about this place. Well, you can get drunk and throw axes. Oh, shit, yeah. Throwing darts is a classic pub game, but many Washingtonians prefer throwing something else, axes. Like, if that was at our bar... Can you imagine, like, you're a fucking cocktail waitress, right? And there's some drunk asshole throwing fucking hatchets and axes. It's gotta be hatchets, though. Everything's gonna be Juggalo themed.
What time's it, Nigga nation.
Cancer says, is the Iden Paladin thing so new or is it so old that I forgot it? Dude, you know what? I like it enough that we'll just watch it right now. It's fucking amazing. No one does it like Ralph. No one fucking freaks the fuck out on the internet like Ethan Ralph. It's great. He truly is like an Andy Kaufman-esque entertainer. I'm not even being facetious when I say this. Like, there's no other person that could consistently spurg like he does and just... Like, he has a whole entire sub for him. Like, just chronicling his crazy shit. Like, no one else gives that much of a... Like, anyone cares that much. But his like, epic meltdowns are so good. Just... I would say a large portion of his audience is probably just people who watch him just to fucking shit on him. Hate watching... Or, like, pretending to be his friend in that chat, and then under a different account, just, like... rattling his cage. Where are we at here? It was on a flamenco stream. Here it is. Let's bring this up here.
I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna pull out my fucking dick.
Okay, let's just go ahead.
No, it doesn't. And the day it goes down, I'm gonna piss on his fucking grave. I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna pull out my fucking dick and I'm gonna piss on Kiwi Farms. Literally. The day that motherfucker's gone for good, I'm gonna go live on air and I'm gonna pull out my fucking dick and I'm gonna piss all over the fucking place. Guaranteed. Watch me, motherfucker.
Sphere, so I'm never gonna escape that.
I know you do. I'm just saying that Kiwi Farms is a site that not just should exist, but needs to exist.
Here it is, right here.
It is an important part of internet culture. The end.
Mm-hmm.
Wait
That
for
might
it.
be a controversial statement to say here, but that's how I feel.
Oh, it's such a brave statement! Such a brave stance you took, Aiden! Oh, you're so fucking brave! Fuck you! What a brave stance you took! Give her a slap on the ass! Fuck off! Fucking shit! How brave you are! Oh my god!
I've seen Kraut's editing. This
Your
isn't
torch
Kraut.
lights the way, Aiden! You're so fucking brave! Fuck that shit! It's over! Fuck being nice! Fuck this shit!
He's fucking slipping, guys. Like, it's pretty wild to just watch. Like, that picture of him, or it's rather filming him watching Chris Chan getting arrested, really was just a passing of the torch. Because ever since then, he's been unstoppable. This fucking dude. Just nothing's going to stop this man from, like, screaming at the entire planet. It's fucking amazing. I wish there were more people that just unapologetically, without any shame, presented themselves like this. It's crazy. You think the horse baby is hearing this in the womb? Man, look, I've never been so skeptical of a pregnancy in the 7th month as I have been with this one. Maybe it's true. I don't know. I don't see it being beneath Ralph or May to fake a pregnancy to own the Vickers, or to fake buying a new truck to own internet haters. It's the kind of behavior I would expect. So I'm 50-50, man. I really am 50-50 on it. Ear juice with $4. Australian jibba jabba and things. Jibba jabba. Jibba jabba. He faked buying the pickup. Dude, that's the other thing. This motherfucker runs to social media for any potential, like, selfie he can take with, you know, soy face and everything. So somehow, curiously, we haven't gotten one fucking picture of the gun truck. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Again, maybe it's just I'm a little nutty, but I'll believe it when I see it. See, I've heard the name Sam Kinison, but I have no idea who that is. That's some good shit, Ralph. Like, keep it up. I want to see more of that. All right, now let's shift to a slightly less sympathetic person. Much less sympathetic person. Like, if you were to ask, I don't even know. I guess it'd be close. Ralph. I'd rather go out and have drinks with Ralph than Alec Baldwin. Because Alec Baldwin might fucking shoot me.
House, my friend David's house this morning. He came out with his daughter, who's dear friends with my daughter, Carmen, and he had a very unusual countenance to him. And he and his daughter proceeded to tell me a story that their neighbor, who lives 2 doors down from them, went to a store, like a takeout food place, Organic Crush.
Yeah, no doubt. Username. The more I think about it, the more sure I am about that.
And the woman who's their neighbor, she found this. I can't. She found the Splenda packet. She found the Splenda packet.
Okay, so to lay the groundwork, to those who are uninitiated, so Alec Baldwin was doing what he usually is doing, filming a movie, and there was a scene where I don't even know if it was during a scene, but he just pointed a gun and shot the fucking cinematographer. And since then, like, even if you think to yourself, okay, maybe this is maybe he is actually bothered by this. I didn't think he was at first, because I after hearing he shot a person, the next day I forget what streaming service it was, but at the very fucking top has like a picture of Alec Baldwin. It's like the interviewing Alec Baldwin about murdering this chick, and it seems so fucking tasteless, man. Immediately I'm like, man, you're just gonna really just gonna monetize this chick's death after killing her? Like, that's fucked up, man. But after watching this video, I don't know what to think. Like, this guy's losing his fucking mind. And if he was a legitimate psychopath, he kind of wouldn't give a shit. I have the feeling this is kind of tearing him up inside. And I'm a bit surprised. I'm going to let it keep going because it's just bizarre.
You are 100% true.
Oh, yeah, before this thing disappears and I can't read it. Zench with $4.99. I gotta go to bed, but here's some cash. Have a good one, Wild. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, let's continue.
Thanks for the laughs, good sir. Cheers to a new year. Love you. It's the Splenda packet. Does this mean...
Because this would be a performance, right? That's the fucking thing with actors. It's hard to tell when they're just performing. Because he's not a very good actor either. He really isn't. Never really was. He always just plays Alec Baldwin. But to me, what was immediately, for the lack of a better word, humorous about it was, here's a person I thought, at least then, and I still kind of, the intuition part of me is like, no, this dude doesn't give a shit about anyone but himself. He's a psycho. He doesn't care. He's doing this all for show to try to protect his brand. To me, the trying to be diplomatic and like appease to everybody and like, I'm not really a psychopath. I didn't really murder anybody. I thought that was funny. If he actually has the ability to experience sympathy, then maybe I have some. But I like I said, my intuition's telling me that this guy's faking all of this.
2022 is going to be a good year. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, that is nothing short of a miracle. I'm going to find out his neighbor's name and I'm going to send her a gift. I mean, can you believe something as silly as this has that much value? I'm putting it in pockets now where like I'll never lose it again. But anyway,
I'm keeping this fucking Splenda packet forever.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's amazing. That's a miracle. One other quick note. Any suggestion that I am not complying with requests or orders or demands...
That was also, because, yeah, he has a lot of tells in this. It's just riddled with insincerity. Remember, the man he famously, perfectly emulated, Donald Trump. Donald Trump was, of course, one of the talking points against him was, oh my god, Donald Trump said he could kill a man and get away with it. Alec Baldwin here says, watch and learn. No one gives a fuck about this chick. This guy certainly doesn't give a fuck. But we can use this as an opportunity to talk about gun control. Fucking insane, right?
Or search warrants about my phone.
We already had everything under control and you guys didn't follow the fucking rules.
This is a process where one state makes the request of another state. Someone from another state can't come to you and say, give me your phone, give me this, give me that. They can't do that. They've got to go through the state you live in. That is a process that takes time. They have to specify what exactly they want. You can't just go through your phone and take, you know, your...
Performance of the year, folks.
Your photos or your love letters to your wife or what have you. I really don't know, but but of course we are 1,000% going to comply with all that. We're you know, perfectly fine with that. And but the as I always say, consider the source. You know, the people that tell you that. You know, Sidney
We
Poitier
have been considering the source. You're the fucking
He's
one
on the
that
cover
shot
of
her.
the Daily News, and the cover of the Post has something else. Sidney Poitier, one of the
Yeah, he's
icons
like smirking, like kind of laughing about it.
of
Yeah,
this business.
yeah, dude,
One of the
he's thinking this
kings.
shit.
Movie royalty dies, and on the cover of the Post they have other lies and bullshit and nonsense. The best way, the only way.
We'll play it again, man. If you weren't here for it.
The death of Helena Hutchins is to find out the truth. That's what I'm working towards.
That's the other weird thing he keeps saying, right? Like you were there, you were holding the gun that shot her and killed her while the gun shot itself tragically in her direction, as he pointed it in her direction. But him going, we need to find the truth. Bro, you are the truth. Evidently, unless you're telling us you're unreliable as a narrator.
My name is Ethan, and I want to suck Josh Moon's penis.
As a matter of fact, it was probably you that shot the bitch. Yeah, so let's let it finish out. It's only got like a minute.
Board insisting on demanding that the organizations involved in this investigation do everything in their power to find out what really happened. That's all that matters. The best way to honor the death of Helena Hutchins is to find
putting
out
you
the
in
truth.
handcuffs.
And
putting you in handcuffs is the best way to honor her. Yes.
Any suggestion that we're not complying, myself and any lawyers I'm working with or what have you, is a lie. It's a lie. We're gonna, as soon as we go.
There
through
is
this
a way you
process,
can restore your honor.
By all means, we will comply.
The Japanese were very fond of it. You could even live stream it to everyone. The whole world would see you restore your honor. Pew Burrito with $5. They can storm Roger Stone's house at 3 a.m. with helicopters and swap it. They can't get photos from Alec Baldwin's phone. Fucking right. Right. You know, there's a lot of truth in what all these supposed crazy conspiracy people think. That's what's so dumb about them wanting to sanitize the internet, because there's a lot of truth in what a lot of people see as exaggeration, right? There's truth in between, right? Anyway, let's continue.
But I have no worries about that. That's
I don't think you do.
Regardless of what
they're all
they
bought
say,
and paid for.
Right-wing rag sheets and people who are all about hate. But setting aside all the hate.
You killed someone. I haven't.
All the January 6th of it all.
Oh, the January 6th. Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. The smile you've been waiting for on the Splenda packet, not on YouTube. There it is. January 6th. What does January 6th have anything to do with anything? First and foremost. Like, you know what has been really annoying? Probably the reason I stopped. Like, why even watch TV? I don't need to hear me tell... I don't need to hear my own points validated. I know I'm right. Or I feel like I'm right. I'm vindicated. I turn on TV, and everyone but maybe fucking Tucker, besides Tucker, is out there going, oh my god, you know, that great protest in Minneapolis where they burnt down that Arby's and the fucking AutoZone. Oh man, you know, that was doing a lot for progress, right? But then a couple dudes, like, let's watch it right now. We can see the horror that these poor desk jockeys had to go through. Oh my god. Fucking keyboard. The one where they enter, okay. I apologize for my keyboard. At the height of the siege... Trying to present this like it was South Central LA, you know? Look at this fucking stupid shit. Oh my god, the horror. You mean somebody put their feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk? Oh my god, insurrection! They care more about this than the woman that Alec Baldwin fucking murdered, right? But they care more about this because I know a couple of people, people have died, but even then, there's like a lot of back and forth on the validity to that being related to the actual entering of the building. I won't even call it an insurrection because it wasn't. You know what was really, really enlightening though, Chad, is knowing that they thought it was an insurrection. Imagine if a real fucking army shows up. How fucking cowardly. They make it seem like an army of 20 people from fucking halfway around the world could just show up and take over the building. Which we know is not true. The security let their asses in. We've seen the fucking footage ourselves. I'll just keep letting it play, mute it, let it go. We have to hear constantly about how the democracy is being threatened. And then in the same breath, how horribly flawed the world we live in is. Well, if that's the case, then why is democracy so important, right? And when I say democracy, I support democracy in smaller communities. On the large, like when there's 300, 400 million people here, we cannot have a voice for every person. We can't. The nation's too fucking large. And, you know, I like the idea of everyone having a say if they want one. But we all know the way things are organized. Our vote doesn't matter worth the fuck all. Never has. And if it did, they sure as hell wouldn't give us the opportunity to put a wrench in their plans by just walking down and voting. No, what they have done is sedated us with this notion that we should just play their game when it is rigged against us. That's the reality. And then, but the silver lining, chat, what we really did see, all it took were a couple of fucking baked Alaska rules. Baked fucking Alaska. Now that's fucking based. Baked fucking Alaska. Strolling through there with a selfie stick. And they're terrorized. They were afraid, chat. Just something to think about. Something in the back of your minds, you know, that apparently they felt so threatened by a group of like 20 fucking people. I know it's more than 20. I'm under exaggerating. Let's just give them credit. Let's say it's 100 people. It's still fucking pathetic. Are you back now, or is this a one-off? It's hard to say. It's hard to say, because I want this to be a regular thing. But I want to have shit to say. I don't want to just fire up a live stream and kind of like have nothing. You know, but if I let it go for a while, I definitely have shit to say. See, you're not even... This is what irritates me. Like, you could burn down an AutoZone, burn down your own community, but you walk into a Capitol building, which you as a taxpayer should be able to enter. Granted, not like this. But entering a government building is not some huge fucking massive faux pas like they're trying to pretend it is. And I don't buy it. I am not threatened by these people at all. And the very fact is that they have to pretend that this fucking dude in a Viking helmet is somehow a huge threat to them. It's sad. Nay, it's pathetic. So they're either playing it up knowing that these people aren't a threat in order to, you know, get more sympathy from the brainwashed masses. Or...
Now that's fucking bait.
Or they are legitimately, like, fearing for their lives from a group of people less than the amount of people watching this very live stream. Maybe the people still do have power. Something to think about. $10 from Puberito. People stormed Trump's White House in Mar-a-Lago several times in 2020, and they're not in prison for years like the Chewbacca guy, who's not prosecuted for sedition or treason either. It's funny that, right? You know something, if you they had their shot, is the fucked up part. And, of course, you know, everyone here, this channel, political violence is horrible, and we just don't like it. You know, just let your captors, like, harass and beat your people, and just sit there and do nothing. That's what democracy is. You know, it's really important to do that, to just let them do whatever they want. Rig the game against you can't even talk about the election being rigged. You're not even allowed to talk about the election being rigged anymore. God bless America, huh? You guys really enjoying the sacrifice that our fucking ancestors made for this land? Can't even say that the thing's ruined? Can't even enter a fucking government building? What a goddamn joke this whole fucking thing is. Oh my god, big fucking insurrection here. So let's contrast that, right? I know I'm beating a dead horse. I know I'm preaching to the choir. All the things that you typically don't want to do. But let's contrast that. Let's see if we can get this clip here. See, what you saw was an insurrection there, and, you know, this is actually just a protest. Bad example. Bad example. Here we go. This is just a protest. You know, just a simple fucking protest. And, you know, even though there's a pandemic, actually, it can't spread if you're a liberal. It only spreads if you're, you know, a humanity-hating white person, a Republican. Then you need to stay the fuck home. Make sure to wear your masks indoors. But these guys right here are actually just, you know, protesting police injustice. It's funny how actual cases of police injustice and corruption are swept under the rug, though. They find one situation like this where half of us kind of agree that it may have been a little heavy-handed, but, you know, the dude wasn't a saint. And the other side, like, oh my god, that poor man did nothing wrong. No, yes, he did. He paid a bill. He paid You know what I mean? Like, he had a counterfeit bill and he paid with it. It's the law. It's protocol to then call the police and have this man detained. But the response from that is this. The response from the other side, who have been, had their tongues cut off of the internet, you know, like, have been silenced and prosecuted, or, excuse me, persecuted. Now, a lot of them will be prosecuted on drawn up, blown up fucking charges that are completely overhanded and unfair. And I must reiterate, chat, what they're doing to the January 6 people is unfair. It is bullshit what they're doing. At most, they've already paid with the amount that the amount of damage done to the reputations of these January 6ers. They're never going to be able to get a job again somewhere. But now they're also going to have to go to jail too because some politician pretended to be worried. I know I'm on repeat here, but it's infuriating to watch to the point to where I can't even. At least with Trump, right? He was kind of fun. It was kind of fun to see how he would go at everybody. But with this shit now, Biden is just an incoherent asshole that just reads whatever's on the teleprompter with zero sense of humanity, which is probably for the best anyway, because I think in my heart of hearts that he's a Jomo. That shit with Maggie Coons spoke volume to me. There we go. And $5 from Radio Ruin. Watching those oligarchs cower in fear was the funniest shit ever. It was, dude. It made my year. It made my fucking year. Even if you have to pretend to be a coward, even if you don't actually, or you're not actually in fear, you still had to go out there shamelessly and go and like shaking your boots over a guy in a fucking Viking outfit. How pathetic. Alright, later, SMG. Good to see you, man. At least Elon Musk is still free to defraud investors and taxpayers. I had no idea the Elon Musk, like all the stuff that Elon Musk has done. I've been reading up on that, or maybe reading up isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. Researching. That's not even the right word. Been learning about Elon Musk a lot lately. Alright, let's see. We got some more shit here. Oh, I got 80 minutes in me. It looks like we got a little more than that. Italian Senate Zoom meeting hijacked by Final Fantasy hentai. I believe the phrase is "not all heroes wear capes." There we go. Italian Senate Zoom meeting hijacked by Final Fantasy hentai. I'm curious. Is it okay? I was curious if they were gonna have a picture. I was like, I hope this doesn't take it down. The video was of a Final Fantasy VII character, Tifa Lockhart, and prompted an immediate, startled, and angry response from Italian senators on the call, who could be heard decrying the inappropriate video in the original clip. The user was quickly removed, and Senator Mario Laura Montalvo reported the incident to the Italian Postal Police. Worth it, though. Worth it for just reading this article real quick. Or glancing at it, to be precise. It was Tifa 2 based, yeah. Who else would it be, though? What kind of person makes you watch hentai that's not Tifa Lockhart? Like, missed opportunity. Australia News Live Update. 25 COVID deaths in NSW, 15 Victoria. Is this the... Forgot why I clicked on this. There was a funny thing about it. But since we're kind of on the tail end, we'll just move past it. Tennessee-based adoption agency refuses to help couple because they're Jewish. A Knoxville couple is suing the Tennessee Department of Children's Services, saying a state-sponsored Christian-based adoption agency refused to help them because they're Jewish. It is the state's first lawsuit to challenge a new law that allows religious adoption agencies to deny service to families whose religious or moral beliefs aren't in sync with the providers. So here's the thing, though. Do you guys need to force these a Christian to give you their kid? Like, that seems weird. It's not just me, yeah. Like, surely you could go to another adoption agency that isn't Christian based. That based, indeed. That headline is why I actually put that on. The organization was previously That doesn't even make sense. Okay. The adoption agency, the Holston United Methodist Home for Children based in Greenville, Tennessee, denied Elizabeth and Gabriel Rutenram. I haven't seen that surname before. From acquiring Tennessee-mandated foster parent training and home study certification as they attempted to adopt a child from Florida last year. I fucking can't believe this dude actually came out and said this, though. I know I already played it like 6 times, but...
But even Dr. King's assassination did not have the worldwide impact that George Floyd's death did.
The look on his face, too, of like, right? Like, you guys are with me on this, right? Like, he is more important, right? The people would agree with this, right? I'm not just crazy. Bill fucking Cosby. Yeah, another former CNN producer under investigation for, what was it? Child sex crimes. So I believe this is the John Griffin guy. Take a good look, folks. Yeah, he had the most Democratic votes ever. Coincidence? Detectives assigned to the Child Exploitation Squad of the Major Crimes Bureau are leading the investigation. While we eventually will be transparent about our findings, safeguarding the personal privacy and safety of victims and witnesses, as well as maintaining the integrity of our criminal investigation, are of paramount importance. It's funny how that sort of standard doesn't apply in a lot of cases, right? The privacy and safety of victims and witnesses is important. Really? Talk about something that's kind of enforced selectively, huh? Griffin was not fired for his conduct until after his arrest on accusations of soliciting minors. We learned of his arrest Friday afternoon and terminated his employment on Monday. I know, right? Well, this is the type of people they hire at CNN and then give them a big fucking producer role. Oh, I know, right? At least I'm not a right-winger. I think chat. Oh, wait, we forgot. We forgot to play this clip. This is a good clip. This is Chris Cuomo.
Also interesting is, remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents. It's different for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're learning from us. And in full disclosure, let's take a look at what is in there and what it means. Joining.
Okay, so I see what you're saying, Chris. What's also interesting is, remember, it's illegal to investigate the accusations of sexual assault. It's different for the... No, I fucked that up. Hold on. Also interesting is, remember, it's illegal to sexually assault people. It's different for the media. So when you get sexually assaulted, you're gonna have it done by us. And let's take a look. Something along those lines. Magistrate Judge in John Lemon assault case recommends plaintiff be sanctioned for deleting evidence. John Lemon gets his W. Turns out that the judge took his side. Let's read. CNN anchor Don Lemon saw a legal victory recently after a magistrate judge in his assault case recommended that the accuser be sanctioned for engaging in egregious content, including deleting social media posts and messages in which he alludes to paying a friend and potential witness if he won the court case. In a ruling issued in November, the magistrate in a federal district court in New York and Lemon's accuser, Dustin Heiss, should be ordered to pay a portion of the CNN anchor's legal fees and recommended that Lemon be granted an adverse interference instruction once the case goes to trial in January. Heiss has filed an objection to the magistrate's recommendation, and the trial judge has not yet ruled. So this is still an ongoing case. We'll see how it goes, yeah? But they're kind of putting into the ether right now that Don Lemon didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, dude. Here's the thing. Like we see with Alec Baldwin, they could shoot somebody with everybody watching and nothing gets done. They could literally murder an innocent person and get away with it. So do you think that they were going to... When some fucking bartender, You know, just one of us regular people. You know, we're just supposed to do whatever they want, whenever they want it. It's crazy, right? The world, like, I know I keep saying the world we live, it's fucking nuts, but we're just constantly being gaslighted. In one breath, they'll tell you that, you know, women matter. And then the second one, well, I mean, sometimes if it's one of us that touched it, maybe we ought to look closer. I mean, we do, you know, Orange Man's bad, so, you know, trust us. So, just, come on, man. Let's see. And I think it's the last article I had. Oh shit. That's crazy. From here. Alright guys, so now that you guys are all here, would you prefer the show to be about an hour earlier, 11:30? Would that be better? If I do the show again, I might do it a little earlier. Yeah, right? Like, when Alec Baldwin does it, though, he does it with a lot of, just what I'm looking for, compassion. You know, when he pulled that trigger, he was thinking, I really care about women. I really care about the dangers women face in the workplace. As he's pulling the trigger, he's thinking, man, I just really care about every group of people I can think of to list. Fair enough. Or 11 even. Yeah, because I was kind of spinning my tires for a minute. Trying to get the show right. Like, I'm like, man, I could go now, but I already set it up at a different time. It's 5 a.m. for me. I like the 3 a.m. time slot. That was the other thing. I thought about doing mornings too. Because I'm just usually up. Like, just fucking around in the apartment. Drinking coffee and listening to music, you know? This time slot is for tweakers. Or just the nocturnal, man. Even since going to school, like grade school, I was always, like, I sleep probably about till 10 a.m., like 6 to 10, and then I'm up all day. That coffee's still good, though. You really pinned yourself down with the midnight show. I know, right? Midnight in the morning occasionally. So before I gotta get this in. That's the one. I'm just happy we have more Richard Spencer guys. I thought it was over. I thought we weren't gonna get another Richard Spencer freak out. Yeah, I'll leave this one live. It might unlist after it finishes, but I'll set it to public afterwards. I have some work to do on the overlay too. I just threw this together real quick, and I like what the last stream looked like way better. Yeah. So with that, let's 1 second here, and we'll wrap up. Alec Baldwin holding the Splenda packet, dude. Like, that's some good shit. So I brought this up in the last show we did. Some of you might not have seen it. But Molyneux, we won't watch the full thing. I promise.
$1.
But I just wanted to riff on this for a second because you guys, you know, to those who have been here for a while, we rip on Molyneux. This guy shamelessly just begs for money on the internet with a, you know, I want your ideas, but I need your support. He says this shit. But more importantly, this article, which after placing, I now regret placing the filter on it. But basically, in this article, Stéphane Molyneux, his ex-wife, who is a therapist, in a lawsuit was basically complaining, while I'm trying to do therapy sessions, Molyneux is up in the air ducts listening in and telling, you should donate to freedomainradio.com, like IRL e-begging, which is, I guess, just begging, but it's fucking nutty, man. hold on. Let's bring up the article. PH, is that a QR00Q?
Please. Please, please, please.
Just a second. Chat. R00. That's it. Nothing. Well, anyway. That's okay. That's okay. We'll go ahead and end a different way then.
Our appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it
Just play the intro.
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh, yes. Most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was
Fine, we're not
almost
full screening it, Chad. I need to figure out how to
This
do this
plague,
again.
the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over to the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities, Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about the trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish the same fake stories without checking facts first.
I see you, enemy. I see you, enemy. 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 You are not going to have it. Going to have it. Going to have it again.
You're not going to shoot my husband.
Nigga.
The sharing of bias and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets
simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon, order UH. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we will crown its king.
And with that, chat, remember, be yourself, because you might find yourself by yourself, and anybody can learn from their own mistakes, but it takes a wise fellow like yourself to learn from the mistakes made by others. Good night, everybody. See you next time, whenever that might be. Hopefully sooner than later. And I'll be seeing all of you around. Take care, everybody.